Oh no, one shell left and Artie's on full health. Oh, it's not enough. Oh, I can't hang around here for 40 seconds. Have I got enough health to ram it? Do I? I don't know. There's no way I'm letting Artie go away. If it shotguns me, I've had it. And it misses! Can I? Who needs shells anyway? Hello, I'm RetroJules. You probably realised that I quite like hunting Artie. In fact, I don't know anybody that doesn't like hunting Artie. Even Artie players like hunting Artie. There are 3 red squares on that top line. Not only do I like hunting Artie, I like to get them in sets of 3s and get my Pascucci medals. That is quite often an ultimate reward for me, but you can't make them happen. And in fact, if you focus too much on them, you end up being a really selfish player. I have already completely abandoned my team, and I would say I'm not really doing effective spotting. I've been spotted, detected, and now I'm running away. And what am I doing? I'm getting as far away from my team as I can. I'm heading for the village. I am trying to get round the map to find and expose the 3 artillery. It's a really selfish practice, and it is no use to my team. And actually, it would seem that my team are going nowhere really, really fast. We must have a really slow team. So I can't. Oh, tracking shot on the T10. What is it with T10s and me? Now, this isn't a great map for the bat chat. It doesn't have the elevation and depression control to allow for all these dreadful rock and roll dips that Nomonhan Winter has. Dreadful. Artie are onto me. So as much as I like hunting Artie, it shouldn't be at the cost of team play. It should be part of the game, and if it happens naturally, then it happens. And this game is going to show that you not only cannot drive properly, but you cannot make it happen. Now, not only is this selfish because I'm just going through a part of the map where I have no support, there is a heavy following me, but also if I find any of the enemy through here, chances are I'm going to be toast. I do not have the room to use my manoeuvrability and agility to move around them. It's a very narrow corridor and I have no armour. So I've abandoned my team and I've gone down a risky part of the map on my own. This is how not to tank. Selfish, single-minded gameplay. Not gameplay I'm proud of, and actually not generally gameplay that I like to portray on the channel or even do as a habit. I may do something like this if I get the impression that the team are about to fold up and I think, well, if we're gonna lose this game, try and go out with a bang, try and go out with some decent XP. I'm gonna go Artie hunting, try and get a Pascucci and finish on a little bit of a high. But this is not the case. I have done this from the very beginning of the game. There's one of them, there's 2 of them. Object out in the open, 1 shot in. Oh, tracking shots. Ah. Right, well, the objects are 1 shot now, and the T92 is with it, and they're up there somewhere behind that rock. And the chances are they know I'm coming, and I could creep around that rock and get completely shotgunned. And yet I still go. But I'm going to stay on the move and... Oh, well, I kind of thought they might be behind the rock, actually, waiting for me, and they are not. There's the T-92 running away. Ooh, oh, it's a nice shot in the lid. There's RT number 3. One shot in, and the trouble is, yeah, see, I'm in the hornet's nest now. I could have taken that French tank out if I'd stayed still, but I wanted to keep on the move because they are gunning for me. So we're on a reload, and in my mind I'm thinking, Retro, you've been really selfish here. You should try and help support this light tank and take that Batchat out that's chasing it down. And in my mind I think, once I've reloaded, I'm going to do that, and then I see our light tank going for the artillery that I've already softened up. There's the French artillery taken out, and the light tank gets the joy of taking the other two out. It just didn't work for me. Nice tracking shot on the Batchat. Batchat's caught out on the open. Oh, when that happens to me I get so cross because there's nothing you can do, especially when you're on a reload. So, selfish, not overly, well, not at all beneficial to our team. I mean, we had a couple of light tanks, so effectively I could have taken that supporting tank role and let the light tanks do all the spotting. But I quite like to do spotting as well, and that is normally my intention for the team. I am a team player. But this was not the case. We're going to win this. Overall, it's not a bad little game for me. And job done. No Pascucci. And our team didn't really leave the cap. But a half decent 70, just under 70,000 silver, 4,100 XP with a couple of missions, third class mastery. All things considered, selfish, but not a bad result overall. So once again, I'm caught up in that internal battle with, there are 3 red squares on the top line. So as per usual, I go straight to the middle to spot as many of the enemy as I can for our team. And I don't believe that this map should be tier 10. It is far too small. It should either be tier locked at lower tiers, or ideally made into a bigger map suitable for all tiers. And there's a very decent 9 tank spot. 9 tanks are heading for the middle of the map. Let's do the maths. 6 tanks left that I haven't spotted. 3 are arty, 2 are TDs, and 2 or 1 are probably a light tank. Chances are their cap is pretty much exposed apart from a couple of TDs, and that thought is in my head. This game is nothing to be proud of. It's hunting for Pascucci's, being a little bit selfish, doing it too quickly and not tanking well. Now you guys might say, well actually Retro, you show us a lot of videos where you don't tank well. Well, yes I do, it's the way I play, and hopefully you guys learn from it. If we all learn from my mistakes, then everyone's going to end up being a better tanker. Yeah, see that shot on the Death Star was never going to go into its turret. Complete waste of a clip. Now, our 2 light tanks have gone gun-ho, and it's a bit of a light tank battle, but there are no TDs in the vicinity of the cap. And Arty are hiding behind the rock like they normally do. M53 has fired. That's going to be on a reload. I can easily take that tank out without getting shotgunned, but I'm getting shot in the back. There's a TD at C6. There's a heavy up on the hill at F4. I'm right out in the open, and I am taking a complete hammering. But I've taken 2 Arty out. But is there any benefit to the team? It would seem that we've got the advantage in this game, and we are going to win. I'm on a reload, but the trouble is if I go in, I'm going to get shotgunned. Well, I'm not now, because somebody else has got shotgunned. Arty's on a reload. I can go in and quite easily take Arty out, but I leave myself out in the open. I don't even try and hide, and I die. And actually, this game, eventually, we actually lost. And I am going to put my hand up to that and say, well, do you know what? I could have helped win that game if I hadn't have been selfish, if I hadn't have been reckless, and hadn't tanked badly, and been patient, and just waited. Pascucci's can only happen if they're going to happen. You cannot make them happen. It is not fair to the team. I am a bad, bad boy. And even the end result is nothing to be proud of. Pathetic silver, not much damage. Got my Pascucci. Came second. It's just... no, nothing to be proud of in that game. Right. Yet again, 3 red squares on the top line, but no more selfish tanking. If Pascucci's going to happen, it'll happen as part of the course of the game. So I'm going to go to my usual spotting location, and I never really know where that is on this map because this map is so symmetrical. Whichever side I spawn from, I play the map exactly the same way. And fortunately, Ghost Town has not been coming up much these days because it is not a favourite map of mine, and it is way too small for the higher tiers. Got an AMX with me. This is my tier 9 WZ. Chinese light tank. And normally just somewhere up here is where the spotting begins. And I'm going to keep pushing until I light something up. And there we go. It's an Arty out in the open. Well, that's a cracking start. I was absolutely not Arty hunting at this stage in the game. I wanted to be to some sort of benefit to my team. There's the second one. Oh, it's a tiny shot. And we finish it off. Do I go? See, I'm not even going straight for Arty. I'm helping our guys with the light tank, and there's another light tank coming in, and then I can't resist. I think to... oh, I missed. I think to myself, there's a Pascucci here. It's going to take more than one shot, is it? One shot does it. Pascucci in the bag. No real selfish gameplay. It's time to get stuck in with the team and get on with the job in hand. I had no idea that Pascucci was going to happen so quickly and be the first 3 tanks that I took out. Now that tier 9 object, I'm not grinding tanks at the moment. I'm really happy with the tanks I've got and don't plan on grinding. It has improved my stats by not grinding. But I'm quite tempted by one of these. It's a tank that really interests me. And the next tank that I might actually grind, again, because I hate it, will be the T49. Because I quite fancy a Sheridan. And if I get a Sheridan, I've then got all the tier 10 light tanks. But I do not have enough silver to buy a Sheridan, sorry, a T49 and equip it. And there's no way I'm rolling a T49 out and not equipping it. And I don't really want to steal equipment from my other tanks. I had a feeling I wasn't going to be able to turn around and get away from that T30 in time. And it took a great big chunk of my health. But we are winning this game quite comfortably. 4 tank kills, 3 of which are red squares. And it's a matter of hunting the rest of the enemy down and taking that Pascucci home with me. M103, oh, taken out. What have we got left? It's all getting rather busy. I don't normally play the middle of this map. I have a real problem concentrating on who's where when I'm in amongst the buildings. I like to stay on the outside and, oh, bugger. There's that T30. Really don't want to take a hit from that because it will finish me off. Good. Breathe. No idea where my shot went. Anyway, got away with it. Little bit of clumsy tanking there. Should have really been paying more attention to the minimap and knowing where my enemy were and where they were going. However, flying by the seat of my pants, tanking by the skin of my teeth, is a style I enjoy the most. And actually, on a city map, it's even more fun. Bat chat left. Dirty ghost of a bat chat thinks it can just sweep through and auto-aim and clear people out with its auto-loading drum. Not on our watch, mate. Job done. Well, that was a very fast game with a great start. Well, yeah, not great on silver. I didn't do a whole lot of damage. Decent XP. 2,300 damage. That's alright. A 3rd class mastery. There's the Pascucci. It was all about taking Artie out. I absolutely did not plan on taking Artie out at the beginning. It was going to be a team game. But as it happened, we got them first. Well, I hope you enjoyed these far from perfect gameplays. But it was all about not playing selfishly, getting the Pascucci as part of a team game and playing the game through naturally. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Keep safe, keep tanking, and I'll see you soon.